dedicate our time to organizing all of our very important documents. And those are documents I refer to as critical documents because they're documents that we need in order to do any kind of legal transaction. Documents is super important. We want to make sure we're storing them in a home safe, a secure home safe. Storage of these documents or a safety deposit box. Now, if you have a home safe, you need to check the specifications on your safe to ensure that it is not only fireproof but waterproof, because a fireproof safe is going to protect your documents in case there is a fire, but when the fire department comes and sprays water and all of that water seeps into your safe, if it's not waterproof, it's going to ruin all of these really important documents, and then you're really having to start from scratch, and it's just such a hassle to get all of these replaced. So the first thing we want to do is we want to have our dedicated storage space determined, and we want to have a device in which to store them in. We just don't want to spread them all out in the safe and dump them in.
Is we're going to begin creating an important document binder. Now this is going to house documents I like to refer to as critical documents because they are required for any kind of legal or state or federal kind of transaction. So these are things that you will need in order to rebuild your life in the case of a catastrophe. So we want to keep them in a safe place, such as a home safe or a safety deposit box. Now, I like to keep mine in my home safe because in the case that I have to evacuate for like a hurricane because I live in Florida, then I can just grab this binder out of my safe and it has absolutely everything that I need document-wise to be able to file an insurance claim, or I have the titles to my vehicles, birth certificates, my passport. Everything is contained in this binder that I keep in my home safe. Now there's a couple of things, there's some tips that are going to help as you construct your binder that's going to give it a little bit of added safety and organization. So first you want to start with a binder that fits in your safe. If you're using a home document safe that is fireproof and waterproof, you want to go ahead and make sure that your binder fits in the safe. Now, I like to repurpose binders because part of my mission, you have an increased financial well-being. So in order to do that, I try not to advocate going out and buying special purpose items unless it's necessary. So I always encourage repurposing something. However, this is tailored to what makes you happy, what makes you feel uplifted and empowered. So if you feel that you want to go out and buy a special binder that's pretty and that it's functional for you, that's perfect. So you also will need some page protectors and some card stock. I like getting the rainbow colors because you know me, I'm all about rainbows. And then you want to have some envelopes, some clasp type envelopes, some zip top bags, and some labels. So you can make your labels on your computer or your little machine that makes labels, whatever works for you, but I try to keep it as low budget as possible so that I can reach everybody's budget.
Other documents that you want to keep in your important document file are certificate, any kind of legal papers, your will, last will and testament, which we'll talk about updating later on in our journey. You're going to want to have any kind of divorce papers, your deed to your home, your life insurance papers. All of those documents need to be kept in a safe location that's secure, fireproof, and waterproof. So you'll want to gather all of those, and you can put those in a file folder or manila.
So what we want to do first, we want to gather all of our birth certificates for every member that lives in your household. If you are a guardian of your grandchildren, you want to have an official copy of the birth certificate issued by the Department of Vital Statistics in the state in which you were born. Only an official document is going to serve as a legal birth certificate. Now, this has to be an original document. It needs to have a seal. It's going to be printed on special paper. And in order to get a copy, an official copy of the birth certificate, you can go online and go to the Department of Vital Statistics in the state in which your family member or yourself were born. Then what you want to do is you want to order a copy, an official copy. So you're going to have to put in some information, make sure that you're on a secure site in a secure location on secure internet. Then they will send you an official copy. Now, if you're in a really big hurry, like you're applying for a marriage certificate or a passport and you really need to take a trip, you can have them expedited. And it costs you a little additional money, but they will get it to you like within a few days. So those are just some tips to help you in advance so that you're prepared for registering your child for school, having to register a vehicle in your state, if you're applying for a passport, or if you are applying for a security clearance. These are documents that you may need to have. So it's best to be proactive and have them on hand and have them stored in a secure location. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these birth certificates, this is mine and my husband's, and I'm going to slip them into this manila envelope. And the reason I do that is because I want to have all of them together, and then I want to be able to label them. I just wrote on an address label, birth certificates, and then I put them in a zip top bag and make sure that you secure it so that it is waterproof. And then what I do is I have my page protectors, and I have my little pretty cardstock. This kind of keeps the page protector upright so it doesn't kind of slack down. And then I just put my birth certificates in here. That way the label's there, I can find them easily, and they're safe in the zip top bag. And then this is going to go into my home safe when I've completed construction.
Another thing that I keep in mind with my important papers is a copy of my most current credit score. And that's very helpful for when I need to refer to that. Another kind of document that we all have to have and that we always want to keep in a secure location are Social Security cards. Now, if you don't have your Social Security card, you may want to go ahead and get that replaced. In order to do that, you have to either go into the Social Security office or you can order it through the mail. So you want to go ahead and get your Social Security card, and if you need to update because of name change, marriage, or divorce, you want to get that taken care of. Another type of document that we want to keep are our passports or any kind of travel visas that we have. We want those in our safety deposit box or into our home safe. Now, there are other documents that we need to keep in there, so use your best judgment. Go ahead, and it doesn't hurt to put them in. Just in case you feel like something needs to be in that safe or safety deposit box, it's not going to hurt to include them. Let's go ahead and get all of those important papers together in one dedicated space that's safe, fireproof, and waterproof so that we have all of those documents in a protected space.
Which are going to include your Social Security cards, your life insurance policies, your car or vehicle titles, any kind of legal documents, marriage, divorce, adoption, name changes. All of those forms need to be in a safe, secure location. So we're going to create our important document binder, and we're going to put these in either a safety deposit box or your home safe. That's our toga for today. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next time. Until then.